Burke, what did you make me watch?
Oh, you know exactly what I made you watch.
No, I mean, why did you make me watch?
You know why.
I feel like I'm in opposite land.
Revenge. Also, there's someone else here.
Hi, my name is Wade.
No one cares.
Hi, Wade.
Hi, Ben.
I prefer to be called Bobcat on this show, thank you very much.
Hi, Bob.
He's a furry.
No. No, especially not after this. Welcome to the 5 Point Podcast, where we look at the first 3 episodes of an anime to help you, the listener, decide whether it's worth your time or not. Spoiler alert! Stay the hell away from Kanokon.
For the record, Wade here is from something else that if you listen to it, like on a good week, you might hear a very handsome voice. Wade, what is that something else?
I run Podcasters with Attitude, the Power Rangers review podcast, where we, foolishly enough, decided to watch every single episode of Power Rangers and review it. We are just wrapping up Zeo right now, so a lot of backlog, like 200 episodes.
Yay!
Keeps you employed, I guess.
Yeah, it would be nice if it actually paid anything, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I have ways of monetizing stuff.
Yay!
So, anyway,
that's a project for after the show.
Yes. So, anyhow, everyone, 5 Point Podcast, anime, go-ness. First, because I just want to be done with this.
Hey, Bobcat, what was your first impression?
My first impression of this. I actually, since I'd heard Burke say that he had some respect for the show, I was expecting it to be a fan service fest of fan service, but to be a good fan servicey fest of fan serviceness.
Notice I never said it was good.
You said you respected it and you liked parts of it. That made me think it would be better than it actually was.
Parts. Only
Kanokon.
parts.
I don't know if we said the name of the show. It was Kanokon.
Hey, Wade, what were your first impressions?
I remember you telling me about the show, like, I don't know, what was it, like a month and a half ago, probably.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, like we brought up the Wikipedia article, and it was like, Fox Girl, ghosts, and stuff. I was like, well, if I were to describe an anime to somebody who doesn't watch anime, it would sound exactly like this.
Which is a damn crying shame. The medium is so much better than this.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So, I actually... This has been a part of me for far too long. Because I found this dumb thing around the same time I found Rosario plus Vampire when I had dial-up. So, you know, I had nothing better to do but read random dumb manga. So I knew exactly what this was going into it. Didn't I, Ben? Best part is we watched it together, so I got to hear his reaction. Spoiler warning, it's still better than Rosario plus Vampire.
I am actually not sure on that front.
Remember the animation?
I am still not sure on that front.
Remember the characters?
I am still not sure on that front. I am still not sure.
Remember the bastardization of the manga?
I don't care. Alright. Point 2. Premise. So one day in Japan, some years ago, a horny mangaka said, hey, what would it be like if there was this guy who looked like he was 9 being fondled by attractive animal people? And maybe he can merge with them and steal their powers or something, because I don't know.
Apparently, the Fox Girl is like a Ghostbuster, supposedly, but in the first 3 episodes, we see nothing like that. There was like a little teaser of something actually exciting at the end of the 3rd episode, but that's it. And then it gets really creepy.
So yeah, if you ever just close your eyes and imagine anime with an S. Imagine animes. This is animes.
No, it really isn't. The vast majority of series are better than this.
No, but this is like the stereotypical anime. Like, again, like I mentioned, just describe like the most paint by numbers terrible premise for an anime. You have dweeby protagonist that could be anybody, nondescript in every single way. Hot babes, mythology, sex,
Animal
people, schoolgirls.
school setting.
Yeah, and that's pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah, that reminds me.
paint by
I need to take a
numbers.
minute to delete my web history, Burke.
You're welcome. Did you like the naked women just snuggling up against each other when one of them looked 12?
There was no women in there. There were girls. Even
And
the
you're
girl.
old enough for that to be illegal.
So are
so
you.
am I.
All right, let's move on here.
So, how about those characters, guys?
Point 3, story and characters. There are no stories, there are no characters. Moving on.
Here's one story. Fox Girl is horny.
Yes, she inexplicably likes our 9-year-old protagonist, Kota.
What's the girl's name? Chizuru?
Fox
Chizuru,
Girl.
yeah.
Alright, so she's more of the main character than the guy is. The guy is just dweeby. He's afraid of sex. He's
No reason.
for no reason. He's got no parents. Like in the first scene, he's like rubbing up against Chizuru's breast because she is a sick woman. And he's like, think of your dead parents. Don't get an erection in public. Yeah, he's horrible. Totally nondescript. The worst character, no doubt. The second billing is Chizuru, who is like
What does the fox say? Rape, 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 rape. What does the fox say? Nuzzle, 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 nuzz. Nuzzle, 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 nuzz. Nuzzle, 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 nuzz. What does the fox say? Public exhibition, mission, mission, mission. Public exhibition, mission, mission, mission. Public exhibition, mission, mission. Have sex in the roadway.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to let Ben just go off on his own little tangents.
Yeah. You know what? You should have replaced road at the end with driveway. That would have been really funny.
My point remains, considering I was just doing off the top of my head. But yeah, that is her character. That is the summary of Chizuru.
Yeah, exhibitionist, sadomasochist. She's into some kinky stuff.
Most of them revolving around Coda, who looks 9.
And there's no reason for her to be hitting on him. He's, like, undesirable.
I mean, okay, most anime will at least have some lame reason. Like, Love Hina. You have the promise that the two of them made when they were 5. Rosario Vampire. The girl was a lonely person. He was the first person who was actually nice to her. Like, there's at least a flimsy pretext for the love.
None of that here! This show knows what it is. Dumb fan service. That is what I can respect about it, because this show, it does not try to lie to you. This show, from the get-go, straight up admits there is nothing here but TNA and lots of almost rape. But because it's a woman on a man, it's okay.
And funny, apparently.
There's a third character there, Montezuma or what?
Montezuma. That's totally it. Yeah, Montezuma the wolf girl.
Yeah.
She also looks 9.
Yes.
And she gets naked, and that's creepy.
Thanks, anime! You know
Like she
what?
gets naked with fully visible nipples and oh god.
You know what? Anime? Really? Okay, like, Fox Girl? I could accept that except for the face, because that face is a blob.
We'll talk about that later.
But, you know, I could accept that, because at least her body is that of a woman. Not a realistic woman, by any definition, including porn. But, you know, that's a woman's body. That is literally a child's body.
It makes you feel creepy.
Please make her wear more clothes. Like, you know those snow jackets that are really poofy? 5 of those.
Those are really comfortable.
Well, then she's going to be really comfortable.
But again, with the wolf lady, her personality is no personality, and somehow that's the best thing ever.
Yeah. Like, this isn't like the main character where he just doesn't have anything. She has a personality, it's just that she doesn't have one. It's just that it's nothing.
Well, it's like she did do something kind of funny where the guy was going on to school, she was waiting there with a piece of toast, and in traditional anime style, she put a piece of toast in her mouth and ran into him to force an incident.
And then she went through all the dialogue in the most monotone, disinterested voice ever, like, "What are you staring at?
Are you on top of me?
Please stop fondling my breasts."
Have we ever met before? I'm new here. Please
we're
don't
sitting
get the
next to
wrong
each other?
idea.
What are the odds? I mean, if the show had been that, I would have laughed more.
And for context, she had already met him in the last episode and had already gotten the seed and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like she talked with Tomoko from Watamote and said, "Lend me one of your games so I can see how this works."
That's pretty much what happened, remember? She got that dating magazine.
I actually completely forgot about that because I'm actively trying to purge this from my mind.
Too bad. She got the dating magazine from the brother, and that gave her all kinds of tips. She followed them to the letter.
Yes. Now, there are other characters too, but I refuse to talk about them.
They're just interesting little background characters. Like the lady with the glasses, she's, kind of a stickler for roles. And there's another one with short hair who's kind of spunky. And there's also the brother to Fox Lady, who's
and the teacher
a
who
guy,
looks younger than them.
and a teacher. And there's anime Nick Fury and the who was that guy? He wasn't a principal. He was the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor.
He is failing at his job.
But he also knows what's up. He's fully aware of all these crazy ghost girls and stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Production.
of course...
Production.
Okay, fine. I was going to talk about the deep writing. Oh, God.
You are a sick, not funny man, Burke.
I have brought good into the world.
Alright, production. This show has reasonable animation for most of it, though it does derp a bit in episode 3 when people actually have to start moving.
It's a really pretty looking show.
What it's let down by are the character models.
Yeah.
Those faces and that body.
They do not belong together.
So, like, the faces are eye, space for another eye, eye. That's how far the gap between the eyes are.
Yep.
And it's the giant saucer plate sized eyes, too.
When people talk about moe blob, this is what they mean by it.
Yeah. I don't think Bobcat was actually expecting this.
No, because again, well, let's not get into that quite yet. That would be final thoughts. So, you are enjoying this way too much. So, music, very forgettable.
Yeah, beginning theme, ending theme. I couldn't tell you a single lyric.
Or note.
Wait, what about that ending theme?
The ending animation was severely lazy in the sense that there was no ending animation. It is a slow pan out from a bulletin board.
Yeah. And then there's a plant. And then a white curtain. And then right there at the end, for the grand finale, some books.
Oh my god. This is a lazy, lazy show. Some people put their effort into it. Namely the background animators put effort into this.
Somehow, yeah. Also, the sound effects could be amusing when they're not stock.
They a lot of these sound effects are like Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Yeah,
It's really weird to hear.
Yeah, there was like one time where it was like Twinkle Toes from like the Flintstones. Yeah, like whenever Fred was bowling, you do the Twinkle Toes.
Yeah. They did that here.
Twice.
And there was one scene when the fox lady was smashing her boobs against Coda's face, and they were making fart sounds.
We are literally 12.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Voice acting wasn't bad. We didn't see the dub. Does a dub actually exist?
Yes.
Yes.
Those poor people. Whatever they were paid to dub this, it was not enough.
I'll probably watch it under my own volition because I hate myself.
We're not into final thoughts yet. We are not into final thoughts yet.
I need to rewatch the dub sometime. I have not seen that in recent memory.
Yeah.
Let's also talk a little bit about... We watched this on Crunchyroll, where it's free to stream. And guess what? There were misspellings in this official sub on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
They said because instead of because. Wade, what did you spot?
There was one time where it said the wolf girl was a transfer student, and they misspelled transfer instead of an E with a U. So that has a completely different connotation.
And one of the thens were thems. There were errors. Also, dear God, the subs just kind of sucked.
Yeah, they were like drop them into a translator directly.
Yeah. Any kind of life the dialogue might have had, any kind of jokes the characters might have been trying to tell, totally destroyed.
Yeah, this show would have been infinitely better if it had gotten the Sergeant Frog treatment, where you have a dub where they just saw the original script, took note of key plot points, then crumbled up into a little ball, tossed it over their shoulder, and just did whatever they felt like doing.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's as though I was screaming it while we were watching this, begging for that to be the case.
Now it sounds even more familiar.
Yeah, you don't know this, Bobcat, but me and Burke know of a certain anime that's exactly that.
Samurai Pizza Cats?
Oh.
You know what? That's good. Samurai Pizza Cats is actually legitimately pretty funny at times.
But also, no, it's Ghost
Stories. Ghost Stories.
Oh, that... I'm actually familiar with that now that you mentioned that in that context. Haven't seen it, but I heard about it. Where they totally destroyed the drama in the second half of the series.
Oh,
there was no
drama. It was Scooby-Doo for animes.
There was no trauma.
It seems to me that we've run out of things to talk about in point 4, so final thoughts, point 5.
Hey, Ben, what'd you think?
Oh yeah, best anime of the year deserves an Anime Tony Award, whatever that would be called.
It went right for Tony. Oh.
When was this made, Wade? Do you know?
2008.
This is
Hey,
unacceptable for 2008. I am sorry. No.
No. This actually looks good for 2008.
No, I'm not talking about the looks. I complimented parts of the looks that deserved complimenting. I am talking about the everything else. My gosh, last time, and by last time I mean earlier today because we recorded these both on the same day.
That was your idea.
It was a good idea because at least we didn't have to dedicate a big chunk of time specifically for Kanokon.
I wonder if your final thoughts are going to be positive.
This show is unacceptable. It has no merit. It has none. No. Unless you're the sort of sicko who likes Squid Girl body pillows, then yeah, this show is totally for you. But you've already watched it a dozen times.
Did we record that?
Record what?
The revelation of the Squid Girl body pillows.
No.
Yeah, there are some folks, and they're awful. Also naked.
But yeah, this show is not the least bit different from that. So if the idea of a Squid Girl body pillow titillates you somehow, go jump in a river, and then you can watch this while the river is carrying you away, far away from civilized society. If you're anyone else, stay away. This isn't even ironically funny. I could see watching the anime of Rosario plus Vampire for snark value. This may in fact be the worst show we have done so far.
No, it's not.
I said may. I'm feeling very strongly right now, so I may have to sit back and think about everything we've looked at.
So Wade, what do you think?
I think this was really bland and generic. Like I said, I could easily describe this show to be in any anime, and it doesn't try to be anything more than that. There's really nothing much of positive or negative note besides it being getting kind of creepy there at the end of the third episode. Should I just let people see that on their own?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to actually watch this show, so no, don't go see it on your own. Stay away. Let the mystery remain a mystery.
Yeah, except for a few creepy scenes like that, there's really absolutely nothing of note of this show. It's not bad enough to make fun of, even though we did watch it and have a couple jokes together. And it's not good enough to actually praise.
Burke,
I guess
what are your
that
final
leaves me?
Yes, Mr. I've already watched this whole thing.
Twice!
You realize that you've just lost all credibility as a critic, right? I hope you realize this.
I never said I liked it. So, I think everyone should see this. Because I had to. Have fun with Stockholm Syndrome!
It occurs to me that my relationship with this anime is a lot like Kato's relationship with Chizuru. It keeps assaulting me. I do not want to be assaulted. I was not able to muster the urge to get away from it. And there you are in the peanut gallery, egging it on.
Yes. Why do you think I had to be there, buddy? I knew what was coming. That's the best part, when you desensitize yourself and you know what it is.
Is inflicting on other people?
Yeah, because then it can't hurt you anymore. It's like this magical thing where you find it and you realize, oh my god, this is going to hurt them.
Not me
and then
anymore.
You stow it away. It's a gift that keeps on giving. So, yes, this gets highest recommendations.
For the wrong reasons.
Everyone, please, watch this anime and tell me what you thought.
Well, I think on that note, Wade, thanks for stopping by tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hopefully
No problem.
You'll be back.
We'd be happy to have you on again sometime. And if you ever review something with and you want me along as somebody who doesn't watch Power Rangers and never did, and you want me to mostly just be confused,
I'll have to find something especially weird for that.
Sounds like the pizza episode.
Good idea.
But yeah, that's the 5 Point Podcast. We're not sure what we're reviewing next week. Or the week after next, I should say. But it will probably be better than this.
Oh. Bye, folks.
Night, everyone.
Bye.